Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready to dig in.
Awesome. Today we're tackling something that's been generating a bit of buzz, fixed indexed annuities.
Ooh, yeah, those can be a bit tricky.
You got that right, but don't worry, we're going to break it down. We're looking specifically at the ANICO rate certainty fixed indexed annuity based on some marketing material we got from Diversified Insurance Brokers.
Sounds good to me. Let's see what they're saying about it.
Right. So the big question is, how does this thing actually work? And more importantly, could it be a good fit for your financial plan?
Yeah, because those are the questions that really matter.
Absolutely. Now, before we get too deep, just a reminder that we're not financial advisors, so definitely consult with your own professional before making any decisions. Okay.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. What exactly is the ANICO rate certainty fixed indexed annuity?
Well, as the name suggests, it's issued by American National Insurance Company, PAGOCO. It's designed for folks who are maybe a little cautious, they want to participate in the market's growth potential, but without the risk of losing their hard-earned money if things take a downturn.
Got it. So market participation with a safety net.
Exactly. That's the main appeal. The goal is to provide that long-term financial security we all crave, especially as we approach retirement.
Makes sense. But how does that actually work? We see a lot of talk about guaranteed growth, but honestly, that always makes me a little suspicious. What's the catch?
Oh, I hear you on that. It's not magic, unfortunately. A fixed index annuity like this one links your returns to a specific market index.
Okay, so it's not just growing on its own, it's following something.
Right. In this case, it's the S&P 500 Dynamic Intraday TCA Index.
Whoa, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tongue twister, but basically what it does is smooth out some of the crazy ups and downs the S&P 500 can have within a single day.
So even if the market's doing that roller coaster thing, this annuity is designed to stay a bit more steady.
Precisely. And here's where the certainty part comes in those index rates. They're guaranteed when you buy the annuity, meaning even if the market dips, your principal is safe, and you still earn interest based on that locked-in rate.
Okay, so that sounds pretty good so far. Protection from losses, but still the chance to gain.
Right. But like with anything, there's a trade-off.
Of course. There's always a trade-off. What is it?
To achieve this uncapped growth potential, they use what are called participation rates, or caps. These limit how much of the index's growth you actually capture.
So maybe not completely uncapped then.
Well, it depends on how those rates are set, right? That's where things get a bit more, complicated.
That's what we're here for, to unpack all the complicated stuff.
Exactly. And this ANICO annuity actually offers 4 different crediting strategies, each with its own level of risk and potential reward. Some focus on really maximizing those potential gains, while others are more about locking in guaranteed interest.
Okay, so there are options. That makes sense. People have different levels of risk they're comfortable with.
Exactly. It's all about finding that balance. Another common concern with annuities is liquidity, the idea of your money being locked away until retirement.
Yeah, it's like financial quicksand.
That's a great way to put it. But with this ANICO annuity, you can actually withdraw 10% penalty-free each year after the first year.
Oh, all right. So it's not totally inaccessible.
Right. Plus, there are waivers that allow penalty-free access in certain situations, like if you need to go into a nursing home or become disabled or have a terminal illness.
Okay, well, that takes care of some of the concerns there. We've covered growth potential, accessibility. But what about estate planning? What happens to the annuity when, well, when someone passes away?
Good question. That's where the estate planning benefits come in. This annuity has a full accumulation value death benefit, meaning your beneficiaries get the full contract value no matter when you pass away, and no surrender charges for them either.
That's a big deal. Makes things easier for your loved ones.
Exactly. Plus, you even have the option to convert the annuity into a guaranteed stream of income, either for life or a fixed period.
Interesting. So flexibility there too.
Yep, they try to cover all the bases.
So let me get this straight. This annuity is aiming for growth, protection, accessibility when you need it, and something to leave behind.
You nailed it.
I mean, it sounds like they're trying to check all the boxes.
Yeah, I think they are. It's definitely geared towards folks who are looking for a more conservative approach to retirement planning, especially if they really value protecting their principal and having that guaranteed income.
This has been incredibly helpful. I think a lot of people hear guaranteed growth and they just assume it's too good to be true.
I get that.
But like we've been talking about, there are always trade-offs to consider. Whether this is the right fit for someone, well, that depends on their individual goals and circumstances.
Absolutely. That's why it's so crucial to talk to a financial advisor. They can help figure out if this aligns with your overall plan and risk tolerance. So true. And for our listeners out there, maybe this sparks a question. What's more important to you, control or predictability in your retirement planning? Something to ponder.
Food for thought.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Hope you found it helpful. We'll catch you on the next